Hello my loves, what's up, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, and this one is your May love prediction, May of 2021. So I'm super stoked about it. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you guys can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading all about your month of May, your love life prediction. So with that being said, if you guys like to choose with crystals on these cards, then let's pop some crystals on these cards. All right, my love, so here are our crystal options. Of course, they're a little bit blended in because like these cards have so much going on them anyway, but over here we have some tanzanite aura quartz. Then over here we have some aqua aura quartz, and then we have some amethyst in the shape of a Merkaba. And then over here we have some sunset aura quartz, and then we have some angel aura quartz over here in the corner. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card. And then you can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for the month of May for your love life, my love. And with that being said, without further ado, let's hop right into today's video. All right, my love, if you guys chose group number 1, this is going to be your reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, my love, so the first few cards that we have over here for your month of May for your love life is inspiration, justice, and commitment. Whew. What's this? Look at this little spark that's happening in you guys in this month of May. So if some of you guys are like single or whatever, there might be a new love interest over here that's like coming in. There's a new like spark, you know, when you get those like flames that start like boiling in you and stuff when you're like interested in someone and whatever. Not necessarily like the flames, but like, I don't know, just like the spark that happens, the butterflies and things like that. So inspiration is kind of like giving me a little hint that some of you guys will be interested in somebody. Some of you guys will really like somebody. This could even be the spark of love or the spark of romance beginning if you guys have been like seeing somebody for a bit, or if you guys are already in a committed relationship. And if you guys have already been in a relationship for a while, this could be a higher level of commitment. This could be tying the knot with somebody. This could be like taking that next step, right? So either way, if you guys are in a relationship, if you guys are single or whatever, I kind of see this taking the next step in your love life, okay? So there's totally like a new step that's beginning in your guys' love life. Again, it's a general reading, so I'm kind of keeping that like open to the possibilities. So, because for example, like if you're in a relationship, this would be like maybe like a proposal or a marriage or something like that. But if you guys are like single, this could be starting to see somebody and starting to like kind of like exclusively see somebody, okay? So like there's options here about what this could entail, but I'm sort of seeing this next level of commitment happening in your guys' love life. Look at these lovebirds over here, like they're really cute. And so this whole new spark is happening. We have justice over here, which whenever I look at justice, it's the scales, which talks about Libra energy. And Libra energy is the ruler of relationships. It's ruled by the planet of Venus, and Venus is the love, romance, relationships sort of planet. So what I'm seeing over here for you guys is that love life actually looks really good in the month of May for you guys who chose this pile. It's looking real good. So also it's interesting, you guys chose this crystal right here, and this knot is like the same color as this crystal, so it's like really standing out to me right now. So if some sort of like commitment has been on your mind, or some sort of like taking the next step, taking the next chapter has been on your mind, maybe that's why that color's been kind of coming at you right now. This also talks about having kind of like a psychic connection. It means being on the same page as somebody, right? Because there's some sort of psychic connection between these two with the color indigo. It talks about your third eye, crown chakra type stuff, mostly the third eye. And that's like when we have a really deep connection with somebody, we're on the same page, we have a psychic connection together, we're feeling the same way, and it's just like really exciting and really good. So yeah, that's looking amazing right there. Pile number 1. Ooh. Yeah, and then also with justice, this talks about balance as well. Justice can also talk about like having a deep talk about commitment, right? So justice would be like, usually justice represents like courts and stuff like that. So it can mean marriage for some people, like, you know, courtship, things like that. So some sort of like courtship is happening, some sort of like wanting to take the next step with somebody, wanting to make a higher level of commitment and wanting to make it really known, wanting to bring that out in the open, you know, wanting to lay down the law, like, you know, we're in a committed relationship now, or like, you know, going and getting like marriage documents, things like that, you know, higher level of commitment, okay? I'm sure you guys get the point. So with that being said, let's take out the tarot cards that we have for you guys. So let's see. what is over here? We have the Lovers, which in this deck is represented by love. We have Hierophant, which deals with churches and like marriage and things like that, which can also just resemble higher level of commitment. Because I know I almost can hear some of you guys in the back of this video that are like single and you're like, what do you mean marriage? I'm getting married next month and I'm single? Like what? But yeah, no, it could just mean like higher level of commitment. You know what I mean? So we have Lovers. Okay. Hierophant, 10 of Earth, that is such a good card. We have the 9 of Earth, the Ace of Water, and the 4 of Earth. You guys have some great cards going on over here. What is this, guys? What is this? I need to spread these out so you guys can actually see them. Actually, you know what? I don't even know how to show you guys these cards because we already took up a lot of room on the camera so far with these other ones. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay. Let's like put this over here. All right, and then our last card. Yeah, let's just go with that for now. You guys can sort of see it. So yeah, starting off with the Lovers over here, that is such a good card. That's like, of course, in this sort of scenario, this would represent, you know, that higher level of commitment, having a love interest, maybe even falling in love for some of you guys, or making a deeper level of commitment, or making that a very aware level of commitment, you know, finding a partner, finding someone that you're interested in, the romance is sparking you guys. And then Hierophant is like taking that next step, taking that next higher level of commitment. This talks about a spiritual connection as well. So kind of like how I was talking about that you guys have this sort of like, you're on the same page type of vibe. That's what we have going on over here. And then we also have the 10 of Earth, which is the 10 of Pentacles. That is such a good card. It resembles like so much balance, so much harmony, kind of like attaining a big goal of yours, and things just feel so perfectly balanced. And it's interesting that we have Justice, which talks about balance as well. It just feels very balanced and very right, okay? Then we do also have the 9 of Earth, which is the 9 of Pentacles. And this is like this feeling of freedom, this feeling of independence, and while also having this like commitment energy. And this is also about just feeling so good. It's like your confidence goes through the roof. You feel like you're on cloud 9, literally like 9 of Earth, you're on cloud 9 over here. And then we also have the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups. So wow, I mean, you guys got basically every love card that there is to get, which is wild. Okay, so Ace of Water and the Lovers, I mean, there's not much left to be said. If you guys know tarot, you know what I'm talking about. Like, Ace of Cups right there, that's like overflowing with like new emotion being risen out of you. This new sort of like step, this new beginning. So the Ace of Cups or Ace of Water can resemble a new beginning in a multitude of different ways. So this could be a new beginning because of marriage. This could be a new beginning because of a relationship. This could be a new beginning because you meet somebody new that really excites you. You know what I mean? And it resembles like our emotions are overflowing. We're overabundant with emotions. The 10 of Earth is like we're overabundant with the amount of things that we have going on. And then we also have the 4 of Earth here. And the 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Earth, can resemble that we are committing to something. We're tying ourselves to something. Because the 4 of Earth, he's like holding on to the pentacles really tight, although I think this one depicts it a little bit differently. But that's essentially like feeling tied to something, like we're tying ourselves to something, which is interesting because we're tying right here, right? So we are getting closer to someone. There's a feeling of closeness that's happening in the month of May for you guys, all right? So let's see what else we get over here. We're gonna shuffle this next deck of cards. We're gonna see what we get, okay? So pile number 1, May, love life, clarity. So if you guys have been thinking about something, the answer is going to come to you guys in the month of May. And also we have a number 1 right here, which signifies new beginnings. Then we also have the card here of leadership, and we also have a Virgo and Gemini right here, which both of these are ruled by the planet of Mercury. So this can talk a lot about communication. So there might be a lot of deep talks that you guys are going to have with somebody in the month of May. And we also have leadership. So this is you guys like taking up the role of like leading it forward, like realizing where do I want to go with this and how do I lead it in that direction, right? Let's see what else we get. Let's get one more card here for you guys. So pile 1, love life. For the month of May, we get 2 more cards, okay? We have productivity and positivity, okay. So positivity. Yeah, I mean, that's just self-explanatory. That's just a lot of happiness in the month of May. There's a lot of positivity. There's a lot of things to be excited about. And then productivity, I think that you guys are going to be quite busy in the month of May, especially when it comes to your guys' love life. there might be like a lot of obligations, there might be a lot of plans, there might be a lot of things going on with you and your romantic partner if you guys have one, and if not, maybe you guys are going to meet somebody and there's going to be a lot of things to do. Maybe you feel like you need to start like seeing someone more often, or maybe you feel like if you guys are still on the texting stage, maybe it's like you feel like you have to text them more often and things like that. You know, somehow there's a lot going on. Somehow you guys are obligated or obligating more energy towards your guys' love life in the month of May. So let's shuffle these astrology cards really quick and see if we can get any last info for you guys. So group number 1, let's see. We have first house, the body. So this is, I mean, that can also mean a lot of different things. That can mean like, we're using some more like body language. We're using some more like, I mean, it could just be like a lot of physical touch, things like that. So it can resemble that. It can also resemble new beginnings as well, because it is the first house, which is like that Aries sort of energy. It's like stepping into a new world with somebody and beginning like a new chapter, new phase with somebody. Yeah. And also thinking about what do you want in this, right? So gaining clarity in that area. Also, we have 3 more cards that just came out, so let's see what we get. We have the 5th house of creativity. Oh, okay, that goes well with the body that we were just talking about. So that's like definitely some romance coming into your life, you know what I mean? Like some sensual stuff. And like just dating, having fun, enjoying. Look at like so many laughs, such a good time. This is like the card of like fun and good times. And like some passion coming out, okay? And then we also have Black Moon. I'm gonna laugh. I have Black Moon Lilith in the 5th. But anyway, I just find this interesting because it keeps reiterating kind of the same sort of like passionate, like Black Moon Lilith when it's in the 5th is like, it's just very sensual. It's a sensual area for that to be, okay? Or it's a very fun area. Let's put it that way. It's a very like fun sort of energy. And it's kind of when we feel like we're going against the grain of what we usually do, and we're like, ooh, I don't usually like get up to this, but I'm feeling like a bit of a rebel. So it's kind of like if, for example, somebody that you're interested in is like, oh, do you want to go do this? And you're kind of like, well, normally I should be working, but let's do it. You know what I mean? So like, kind of like that sort of energy. It's a little bit of a rebel. So yeah. Then the next card that we have the 12th house, the world. So this is getting really deep, or sorry, 10th house. I don't know why I said 12th. 10th house. So this is about climbing to that next step. Also Capricorn, they're very committed. This is a very committed sort of sign, right? And so this whole reading for you guys is just like reiterating the idea of commitment, or like a deeper level of commitment, or taking the next step, things like that. And this also does resemble a lot of abundance. We do also have the 10 of Earth, which reminds me of this so much. So yeah, this is totally like taking the next step and committing to the long haul, because Capricorn also talks about like this idea that there's a goal to attain and we're going to get it no matter how long it takes. So yeah, this is like committing for a long term. This is like a long-term sort of thing coming in, or like, you know, marriage is obviously really long-term. That's like your whole life. So yeah, that is what I'm seeing over here for you guys. I hope it resonated for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 2, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your love life prediction. So let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 2, we have healing, home, and happiness to start us off. So this is kind of like a lot of self-love. Maybe you guys are getting over something from your past. Maybe you guys are healing from something that you guys have previously experienced. But I honestly kind of see this like falling in love with yourself, taking care of yourself, spending more time to kind of like heal on your own and like kind of heal through something, and also finding your happiness again. So your love life prediction for the month of May looks like you're trying to find your happiness again, trying to find your solid ground, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy, and just kind of like beginning to find your ground again, essentially, especially in regards to your home life and things like that, because it looks like you guys are just getting over something, or that you're still maybe like, I don't know, I feel like something recently went on for you guys. This might have happened a while ago, but I feel like something recently happened for you guys, and it's kind of like finding that happiness again, right? Finding your ground and getting used to maybe being alone, or maybe getting used to this new lifestyle or this sort of change or something like that, or getting used to, I feel like you guys are getting used to something, okay, for the month of May. So with that being said, let's go ahead and add on some more cards on here to get some more clarification. So these are the tarot cards that I pulled for you guys. So let's talk about these. So we have the Ace of Air, which is the Ace of Swords right here. Then we also have the Three of Water, which is the Three of Cups, Nine of Fire, which is the Nine of Wands. Then we have the Messenger of Air, which is the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is the, Two of Water, which is the Two of Cups. So let's talk about this. So the Ace of Air is kind of mentally taking a new direction in the month of May. When it's next to the Three of Water, this is spending time with friends heavily. Or just finding ways to enjoy yourself and finding your happiness. And I think you're going to find most of your happiness through your friendships in the month of May, and being able to spend time with them, going out, getting outside of the house. Although home life is going to also be a big part of May for you guys. But Three of Water can sometimes mean like either we're having like a couple dinner parties, or we're able to talk to our friends at the very least. I know some of us are still not able to go out, but depending on where you are. Then also the Nine of Wands right here. This is like, we're still on guard. So it makes sense why you guys have healing and also the Nine of Fire, because this is someone who, this is talking about how you guys are probably still going through a healing process, and you guys are like ready to open back up again, but there's still some sort of wounds underneath that need to be healed. And I think that you guys know that really deep down inside. And so the month of May is sort of like allowing that to surface. And then the Messenger of Air, the Knight of Swords. You guys desire to move quickly, and you guys are quick. You feel like you can move on really quickly, but I think in the month of May, you're kind of realizing that, you know, I need some TLC. I need to really start to fall in love with myself and fall in love with my life, and bring more love into your life, and heal, really start to heal from the past, like, so that we don't repeat the same mistakes. We don't fall into the same areas, right? That's going to be super important for you guys. And then I do see at the end of the month, the Two of Cups right here. This is a really important connection. So for some of you guys, this could be a friendship connection for some of you guys. But for the most part, I'm seeing the Two of Cups as like a possibility of somebody like really coming into your life. The Knight of Swords that's right next to you could indicate that this person is an air sign, or it could indicate that you meet them on social media, or that you start talking to somebody, or somebody has interest in you near the end of the month and they're expressing their interest in you, okay? So it does look like there's the possibility and the chance for that near the end of May, is that someone's like expressing their interest in you. Okay, so we are seeing a bit of that. So let's see what else we get. Let's shuffle some more cards on here. So group 2. Let's see, group 2, month of May. We have victory. Okay, so you guys, this is all about gaining that victory over your past, being able to heal from that, being able to conquer this sort of like empty feeling inside, right? We're sort of getting over that. We're starting to conquer that sort of feeling. All right, and gaining victory over our past, so that we don't cling on to it anymore. We also have communication. So communicating about what you want, and communication could also be coming up because of this Knight of Swords. And someone's gonna probably slide into our DMs, or like slide in to start talking to us and things like that. It could also mean that maybe you are sliding into somebody's DMs, right? Because it could go either way. Then we do also have the energy card right here. So this is putting effort into this. We can't just like sit on the back burner and sit at home waiting for our lover to come to us. Sometimes we need to take some sort of action, put energy towards that, because that's the only way that it ends up growing, right? So that could also be a possibility too. Let's see what else we get over here for you guys. So then we also have the third, pile 2. Third house of messages. What was I saying? Someone sliding into those DMs, possibly even you sliding into somebody's DMs. Third house messages. Okay, this is communication. This is social media. Okay. All right, definite possibility of hearing from somebody, getting a message from somebody. This might be somebody you already know. This could be a new person. It's not really giving that sort of answer in this particular one. And again, it is a general reading, so it could go either way, since it's, more general. But let's see what else we get. So third house messages. You guys definitely could be talking to someone new who sparks up your interest. But remember to heal first, do the TLC, and really focus on how you want your future relationship to go, and how you might need to change as a person in order to hold that energy, in order to allow that to happen, okay? And then the next one, we have earth element of stability, right? So finding your footing, finding your grounding, so that you are a more stable person, so that as you begin to develop into a new relationship, it has a sure-footed foundation. It is secure. You're not going to be worried about it going haywire, okay? Let's see. Our last card for you guys is the Grand Cross Provoker. Yes, we do need to heal in certain areas. So the Grand Cross is also like really good luck. It's about finding your treasure as well, because like X marks the spot, right? So Grand Cross, but also the Provoker energy. So this is also looking at how we might need to heal ourselves, how we might need to do some shadow work in ourselves to kind of like avoid running into the same problems, the same mistakes. We might need to change up our taste in people so that we're not attracted to the ones that are like not nice to us, right? Because sometimes we have those issues. So this could be provoking you to look internally and look within why certain things aren't coming out. But I do see something at the end of the month. I see someone kind of like sliding in, or somebody that you have an interest in that maybe you are reaching out to, but somehow there's some sort of love interest kind of coming in near the end of May, okay? So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about your love life, so let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 3, here's our oracle cards that we start off with over here. So we have this one, which is lighten your load. Then we also have family, we also have animals. So I think that this is indicating a little bit of TLC, but it's also maybe indicating some of you guys might already have a family yourselves, and so your love life is going to revolve a lot around that. Others of you, it could be your actual like parents and siblings and things like that. That's going to be a major love focus for you guys. That's just where love is being expressed this month rather than in romantic ways. But if some of you guys are already married and have children and things like that, then this is just talking about the fact that maybe you are still obligated with a lot of responsibility in the month of May, but you're still finding time to like bring out the love in your family life, okay? And then we also do have animals. So this could be that you guys are it could mean literally that you guys have pets, and then that's where the love is happening for the most part in the month of May for you guys. Or maybe like your animals are your family and that's where love is being expressed for you guys. Or it could also mean a different way. Romantically, you know, animals can like symbolize other actions and things like that too, right? So depending on your particular situation, this can manifest in those particular ways, okay? So let's see what else we have going on for you guys here. So we have Strength, Hermit, the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords, and we also have the Messenger of Earth, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So let's talk about this, you guys, okay? Let's see what we get over here and how this correlates. So Strength, this is about patience, kind of having to, again, lighten your load. You guys are doing a lot in the month of May. Honestly, I think for those of you who chose this pile, there's so much going on in May that it might not be, love might not be the heavy focus in the month of May because you guys have so much going on, right? And I feel like for most of you guys who chose this pile, you're already surrounded by a lot of love. You're surrounded by a lot of people who love you already. And so there's a lot of love happening. So you guys are already carrying so much love, okay? But then also, I think that you guys are so busy with so many different things that May is going to be the month where you're like, wait a minute, I want to be able to like shed off some of this responsibility so that I can spend more time with my family and with the people and pets and animals that I love, so I can like start to enjoy that. Do I see a ton of romantic love? Not too much. That's not being like super apparent in this particular reading. I mean, unless you guys are already married and have a family yourself, you know, that could be romantic with your husband or wife or whatever the case may be. But then we do also have the Hermit card over here, and the Hermit kind of indicates that we are spending a little bit more time internally, spending a little bit more time alone. I do see family stuff. I do see, you know, love with your pets, or that can manifest in other ways as we talked about. But there is this sort of sense of there's nothing super new that's happening. When we have the Hermit card, it's kind of like we're not experiencing a ton of new things, but we are on the brink and the verge of desiring to experience something new because, again, you guys desire to lighten your load a little bit. You desire to have a little bit more time off. And because of that desire, like, I think that desire is coming in because you guys want to have more time for like maybe romance and things like that. Okay. And then we do also have the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. So this is kind of like near the end of May, I think that you guys are going to begin to cut away things in your life that are taking up too much of your time because you want to spend your time a bit more wisely, right? You guys are desiring to free up more time so you have time to experience more love in your life, right? So that's kind of what we're seeing over here. Then we do also have the Knight of Pentacles. And this is something that's a little bit slow moving, and I think that you guys realize that needing to plan for time is something that you have to do rather than you guys being super spontaneous. You know, it's not like the old days where you could just be like, oh, I'm gonna go out and like go on a date tonight, or I'm gonna go do this tonight, I'm gonna go, you know, your life isn't as spontaneous. I feel like with the Knight of Earth, the messenger of Earth, you guys are like, we have to actually kind of really plan stuff now in order to keep the romance alive. We need to plan, you know, time to like bring out the love, right? Because I feel like you guys are just so busy. I feel like you guys probably, most of you guys who chose this pile probably have a family or probably have like a lot of obligations, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle this deck right here to get some more info for you guys. So group 3, we have refinement. So this I see as like you guys refining your schedule, refining your life so that you can bring in more time for love into your life, honestly. So let's see, and it's not like you guys are lacking love. I feel like you guys are surrounded by so much love, but it's about finding time for it so you can experience it. And then we also have courage. Look, we have another sword right here, and then the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. So yeah, courage, having courage to like start to cut away things that are taking too much of your time so that you guys can have more time to give. Let's see what else we get for you guys. We also have hope. So I think that you guys are going to have this spark of inspiration to do all these things that we were saying above. Like, it's like there's this vision that you have and you're like, I know I can attain it, but it just requires a little bit more effort, a little bit more planning to be able to get to that stage, okay? So we're seeing a bit of that energy here too. Let's see what else we get for you guys. So we have Virgo. I analyze. This is about scheduling. Of course you guys have Virgo coming out. This is literally the card that deals with like schedules, routines, and like, I think that you guys are gonna be analyzing your current schedule, your current routine, and realizing that maybe you guys wanna change things up a little bit. We also have Moon of Soul coming up. So getting in touch with your emotions, right? I think that you guys wanna be able to experience more love, more emotion. But for you guys, it's like, I have to kind of like schedule that in. I have to pencil it in. It doesn't just like come like so easily anymore. I have to make time for it, right? And I know I have some friends that have like really big families. So I totally understand. I totally understand. It takes, we have to schedule stuff in sometimes. Let's see, let's try to get one last card for you guys here. So group 3, love life in May. Let's see, okay, 2 more cards for you guys. So, ooh, Mars Force. It comes a time when you guys are just like, we need to make time for love and romance. We need to do it. You know, it's kind of like built up inside. It's like, I need to make time for it. So the month of May, I think that you guys are gonna really start to feel that. And then, ooh, Sagittarius, I see you're gonna start to, pathways to this goal, to this destination of yours are going to be made clear, right? And now the trajectory, we have our focus on the fact that we want to experience more love in our lives, and Sagittarius is like, we're gonna do it, we're jumping into it, and we are gonna make it happen, okay? So yes, it's bringing out the passion. It's making time for more passion in your life too, making time for more love and passion. Ooh, yes. So pile number 3, that is what I'm seeing for you guys for the month of May for your guys' love lives. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 4, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for your love life. So let's hop right into it. Okay, so group number 4, we have forgiveness, psychic abilities, and prosperity as your guys' oracle cards that came out at first. So talking about the card forgiveness over here, there could be a loved one from the past that's going to, maybe there's some sort of forgiveness, there's an exchange of words, we're gaining closure on something, maybe somebody's going to want to apologize for the past. And this could be a friendship too, right? So if there was a falling out of somebody in the past, I see this like sense of forgiveness. This could also be with family as well, because sometimes that can pop up in a love life reading too. So yeah, this could either be an ex, or it could be a current partner of yours, or it could be an old friend, or it could be family member, you know, something like that. I do see some sort of like big forgiveness happening and some sort of like closing out of an old chapter, letting go of something that's happened in the past and things like that. We do also have these psychic abilities cards. So you could also just feel this like super intuitively, and maybe you kind of like feel that there's this energy that needs to be said or needs to be rehashed out. We need some closure. And I feel like you guys are kind of feeling it. You guys are understanding a past situation deeper and deeper as time goes on. And then we do also have this prosperity card. So I think that you guys are feeling honestly abundant. You're feeling like you're in so much better of a place than you were before when maybe this thing happened. And so it's kind of easy for you to forgive this because you're like, I'm in such a different place now. I'm not even like super stuck on the past. I'm not stuck on that anymore. But it's still nice to kind of hear those things, right? So I do see this sort of like forgiveness happening and this sort of liberation. And you guys already feel like kind of on top of the world, to be honest with you. I think that you guys are already feeling quite good anyway. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our next few cards, our tarot cards here that we got for you guys. So we have the Fortune's Wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Four of Water, which is the Four of Cups. We have the Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands. Then we have the Moon and the Sun card coming up for you guys. So let's talk about this energy here. It's interesting that you guys have the Sun and the Moon. It kind of fits in really well with this forgiveness and psychic abilities card that we have going on over here. I know this is like completely lopsided right now. It's just very hard to place all these cards. It gets a little hectic after a little while, you know what I mean? So the Moon can indicate that there's like some things left unsaid. There's some things that are still left a mystery to us. Maybe you didn't get full closure with an ex before. Maybe you didn't fully understand a situation with someone in your life before, right? Or it could even be a current person that you don't fully understand something with them, and maybe you want to gain clarity on it. And I really think that clarity is coming out in the month of May with this forgiveness card, with this psychic abilities. I feel like you feel something intuitively. Maybe it's even that you feel something intuitively and you're the one that needs to really confront somebody about this, because you're like, I feel something and I really need to bring it up because I'm like feeling some type of way right now and I really just need to like speak my mind about it, you know? Totally could be like that sort of energy because that's what the Moon kind of brings, right? And the fact that we have the Sun, you are going to gain enlightenment on this topic. You're going to gain some sort of truth. You're going to gain some sort of perspective, some sort of clarity on this topic, because when the sun shines, all of a sudden the pathway is illuminated. Everything on the planet is illuminated when the sun is shining, right? It's like everything becomes clear. Whereas when the Moon is out, sometimes it's hard to see. So you guys are kind of like entering the situation, maybe entering May with a situation that's hard to see, hard to understand, but you kind of feel intuitively some way about it. Okay, this could be talking about a past situation, could be talking about a current situation, and then the Sun is just like, we get our answer, we get our illumination through some deep talks. So I do see some sort of like deep talks happening in the month of May for you guys, some apologies and things like that. And then Fortune's Wheel, okay? So I think this one coming out right side up, this is about things going for the better, instead of things taking a turn for the worse, whereas maybe they were like that before, and that's why we're in the situation we're in right now, is because things were kind of on a downhill. But the Wheel of Fortune comes up when things are finally on an uphill. You know, you guys are feeling really good right now. That's why we have prosperity. I think you guys are in so much of a better place than you were before. And then we do also have Four of Water, which is the Four of Cups. And this can be when we're still looking at the fact that there was a lot of things that we're maybe still upset with, that we need to bring up in order to forgive, in order to be forgiven. Okay, and then we do also have that Queen of Fire. So the Queen of Wands, this is bringing up something that got you like fired up. Okay, there's something that I think intuitively kind of fires you up and you really need to just hash it out, talk it out with somebody. So yeah, that's definitely coming up here right now for you guys, pile number 4. So with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle our oracle cards to get some more info on this for you guys. We got Focus coming up as our first oracle card. Okay, let's see what else we can get here. Yeah, so either you or someone else hasn't been able to take their mind off of this situation that happened in the past. So that's why we have that Focus card. Then we also have continuance. So I feel like you guys don't want something to repeat. There's some sort of pattern that maybe you guys don't want to repeat. And in order to move forward, in order to continue, we need to bring focus to something that's been bothering you guys. And then cleansing, of course that one comes up. So we need to have this talk in order to cleanse ourselves of this feeling that's distracting us, right? And then we also have affection, so that we can return to our inner affectionate side, so we can return to our loving nature, because right now I feel like you guys are so distracted by maybe this certain thought, or maybe this other person's super distracted by this thought and needs to rehash it out with you, right? So that we can return to the feeling of love, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our astrology cards. I feel like this one's really wanted to come out. We have, the Yacht of Destiny. This one barely ever comes out of this deck. I am shocked right now. I like never see this card coming out. He doesn't ever like to come out. Let's see what else we get. We also have North Node, Life's Purpose. Wow, okay. So Yacht, Destiny, this is like so meant to happen. Yachts are kind of like, they're known as like the God's finger in astrology. And so this is kind of like when we're bringing focus to something. We're literally bringing our focus to a very pinpoint area that we need to hash out, and it's going to bring us closer to our destiny, our life's purpose, which is literally the North Node. And so this is kind of like when we're meant to do something. You guys are meant to have this conversation. You are so meant to have this. So don't feel like, oh, I'm like so drained, I'm not looking forward to this. Because sometimes when you have to like, hash things out, it's just not like a fun time, right? But this is like so meant to be. It's so meant to happen. So this is something where there's going to be a lot of character building. There's going to be a lot of clarity that ends up happening. The fact that you guys have the Sun card as the last card coming out of your guys' reading, the Sun card makes any reading really good. And the Sun card being the last card there, it's like the ending of May is already going to be so good because you figured everything out. And you're going to be in so much of a better place. We have prosperity. So it's like, finally, we feel like we're overpouring with the love and the things that we were desiring before. And we finally feel like fulfilled by them. And the Sun also just brings so much happiness too, right? Like there's so much happiness coming out of this card. There's like a whole new beginning. We're closing out an old cycle, going into a new beginning, because we have that 1 and the 9. The 9s are the ending of an old cycle, ending of old patterns. So we can begin again. We can begin new. And yeah. The Sun is just a really good card, and it lightens up anything that we're going through in any reading, anytime. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 4. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. All right, so group number 5, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for the month of May for your love life. So let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 5, you guys are like almost similar to pile number 4 or 3 that we had. That was like kind of about forgiveness as well. There was one of those piles that was kind of about forgiveness. There we have the card reconciliation for you right off the bat, pile number 5. So like, look at, we're finding our well-being. So I think the month of May, you guys are kind of like finding your happiness again. You guys are finding your well-being. You're finding your center. You're getting back centered after going through something, and you're finally like feeling better about yourself. You're feeling like you're in a really good state. You're feeling like you're in a good place finally. And then we do have this reconciliation card. So this could be a certain friendship that's getting reconciled in the month of May. This could be a relationship in the past that's getting reconciled in the month of May. This could be, if you guys are going through a hard time with your romantic partner, this could be we're getting forgiveness in the month of May and things are feeling like we're back on track and there's forgiveness and things like that. So we do start off with these cards. Like we're like seeking something. Finding is like we're seeking something. Maybe we're trying to find that love again. We're trying to find, where is my love right now? And I think that you guys are focusing it a lot on yourself and your well-being and how to make yourself happy. And through making yourself happy, I think that either someone's returning to your life, maybe you're reaching out to somebody, offering forgiveness, whatever the case may be, and somehow we're getting back on a good foot with someone. Okay, and this could be a friendship for some of you guys. This could be, most likely it's a romantic partner since it's a love reading, but it also could be some sort of friendship as well for some of you guys. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take our next few cards and let's talk about what we got over here. So we have the Messenger of Water. So it's the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Queen of Cups, very interesting. Then we have the Messenger, so the Knight of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands. We have the Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands. And we have the Page. We have almost all the water court cards. We also have the Page of Water. Wow, you guys, lots of water signs. There's a lot of emotions running through in the month of May for you guys. Wow. Let me just place these down for a second. This always takes me a little bit of time to try to get it right. I always try to make it like look nice, but Sometimes these cards have a mind of their own. They want to go wherever they want to go, right? Okay, so the Knight of Water. Yeah, this could be someone coming to you offering forgiveness, but this is always something of romance or something of like an apology. It could be an apology. It could be asking you or someone spilling out their emotions to you, essentially. Because the messenger, if you think about a messenger, the knights, they're the messengers. And so the Knight of Wands, he's like bringing you a message. So it could be you bringing someone a message, right, of reconciliation, offering an apology and wanting to have forgiveness and reconcile something, okay? This could also be you reaching out to somebody as well, but this is an overpouring of emotions. Somebody has emotions that they want to tell you, and I think you have emotions that you want to tell someone, especially since we have all these core cards. It's like you also have emotions that you want to express with the Queen of Water, Queen of Cups, right? So there's emotions on both parts that need to be expressed in the month of May. And this is about listening to somebody and about you hearing somebody out and them hearing you out. Okay, and then we also have the Knight of Wands too. So there's a lot of passion here. I think that there's also a lot of like frustration, but also so much passion, so much attraction, and so much emotion that's been built up here that's like waiting to overpour, waiting to be expressed, waiting to be heard, waiting to be understood. So the month of May is like, yeah, expressing that. And we also have the Three of Wands right here. So this is about embarking on that new journey, almost like seeking like, what are the possibilities? What could we do here? It's kind of like this open-ended conversation of like, do we completely reconcile this? Do we become friends? Do we go back into a romantic partnership? Do we, like, what do we do from here? Where do we go from here, right? So it's kind of like this, leaving this open-ended sort of doorway open. So I think someone's gonna leave their door open for you. You're gonna be leaving your door open for someone and kind of just seeing where it goes. And the Page of Water, so the Page of Cups can be that we're like, okay, well, we don't have to like know everything right away. Maybe we can just start off on a fresh foot. And so that's like this idea, this energy of starting off on a fresh foot in the month of May in your guys' love lives. So like, wow, pile number 5, looks like there's so much energy going on right here. So with that being said, let's get some more info on this reading. So pile 5. Well, what do we got over here? We have the card of healing. Ooh, so we're healing the past. I mean, that fits in perfectly. Purification. So we're able to finally kind of like let go of what we've experienced in the past with this person. We're finally able to purify the past, add clarity on it, and like finally just like get the junk out of the closet, get the junk out of the garage, right? We're purifying our emotions by expressing them, by getting them out in the open. And by doing that, we add clarity, we get them out. We no longer have junk in the trunk, you know? So yeah, wow, lots of healing happening in the month of May. We also have luck, okay? We have strength. I feel like pulling one more card for you guys. Let's see what we get. And focus. So yes, I mean, it's definitely going to take a lot of strength, I think, to have this conversation, but I think that luck is on your side with whatever outcome that you guys desire. And then with focus, I think that there's going to be this attentive attention onto this topic during the month of May. This is going to require a lot of your focus, a lot of your strength. I think it's not going to be something that gets solved in one day. I think this is something that's being talked about throughout the month of May with you and this person to kind of like figure this out and kind of like, you know, start off on this new foot, whether that be as a friendship or whether that be platonic or romantic or whatever the case may be, right? Okay. So let's see what else we get for you, babies. I feel like most of you guys, this is starting a romance again for most of you, by the way. We have Jupiter of Abundance. Okay, so expanding. Sag energy. Okay. Definitely huge expansion. There's a lot of options. Again, it's kind of like the Three of Wands that we had. It's like there's so many options in front of you of where this could go, where this could lead. It's kind of like being like, okay, I see you, I hear you. Okay, let's see where this goes. All right. Let's see what else we get for you guys here. We have the Moon of Soul coming up, okay? This is like your emotions, really listening to those emotions. Emotions are high in the month of May for you guys. You have so many cup cards. And the fact that we pulled the Moon for you guys. Wow, it's like emotions are on like a whole other high for the month of May for you guys. Let's see if we can get one more card here. So pile number 5, let's see. Pile 5, month of May, love life. I'm feeling this one, and I'm also feeling this one, to be totally honest with you. So let's see. We have 6th house of routine. This is also about healing as well. 6th house is like that Virgo-ish sort of energy. So this is about scheduling time for this thing, bringing focus to it, making time for it. It's also hugely about healing and using like natural remedies for healing, which could be literally like talking it out, right? And this, since this is a very Virgo-ish sort of energy, it's ruled by the planet of like Mercury, right? And so that would be talking about deep communication. We have the 11th house, which is Aquarius. So this is hugely about communication. The fact that we have friends coming up, this could mean that this is about a friendship. For some of you, it could be reconciling a friendship. This could be reconciling a love partnership and then deciding to become friends. This could be maybe you guys have been friends, maybe you decide to reconcile it to something deeper that you once had, things like that, right? So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Again, it is a general reading, so I'm pointing out all the different options. Just find out which one resonates the deepest with you and kind of just see how it goes, my love. So I'm wishing you guys all my luck. If you guys enjoyed this reading, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one.